I'm so excited to make freaking cookies.
Yeah, dude.
Fuck yeah.
We're
I'm all about
And we
that.
get to make cookies and we get to eat cookies.
And if we want, we can watch a horror movie.
Fuck yeah.
We should watch. Is there?
I have one that I'm going to recommend.
Okay.
John Carpenter's
Carpenter.
The Thing. Yeah.
Fuck yeah.
I
Makes
think
sense.
classic.
Yeah. I've been meaning to for so long too.
Mhm.
I want to get Cronenberg.
Mhm.
Dude, I haven't seen like any of Cronenberg's stuff.
I haven't either.
Have you seen The Fly?
Mm-mm.
What? Yeah. Those are the only two I know.
Yeah.
Did
What?
he do Werewolf of
I don't
London?
think he did The Thing.
Yeah.
He did The
John
Thing?
Carpenter's The Thing?
Cronenberg. He's like the special effects guy.
Oh, got it.
Oh.
He does like the head ripping off and like
Yeah,
the
yeah, yeah.
tendrils
Oh,
and the
okay,
goo.
okay. For some reason, I thought that was like a director.
No, yeah, sorry. His son is, Cronenberg's son is doing something like right now.
I thought they were both directors.
He might be a director also. I don't know that
Okay.
for sure, but he's like a famous practical effect guy.
That makes sense. A lot of bubblegum, I hear.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. But yeah, like The Fly and The Thing and that like super grotesque but practical like goo shit.
Yeah.
He probably did The Exorcist. I don't know.
I wouldn't be surprised.
Yeah.
We should look that up.
We should sometime.
Holy shit, he did Jason X.
I don't know what Jason. Oh, like the kid. Oh no, that's Kyle XY.
Jason X.
The kid without a belly button.
Jason X. I know exactly what you're talking about.
Wait, isn't that the name?
Kyle XY.
Yeah, that's all I know about it.
He's like
an alien, but like
Yeah.
his only character design is that he doesn't have a belly button.
Because like how were you born if you didn't? If you don't have a
it's
belly
like
button?
wait, okay, now I'm interested.
Yeah.
What's that
Anyways,
called?
Kyle XY.
It was a show in like the early 2000s or
I think
like
it was on sci-fi.
Oh.
Yeah, wait, let me see.
Oh my god, I like totally remember seeing
Like the promos.
pictures of this guy.
And you're like, what the fuck is this? Yeah, like I don't have a belly button.
I remember getting like I think it's like a doll or like an action figure. And like the gimmick was they don't have a belly button.
Yeah.
It's like, whoa, that's crazy.
Like, why do people think that was
hell?
so? I mean, it's weird looking. Like it triggers something in you.
Well, because like,
But is that like his whole character trait is that he doesn't have a belly button?
that I don't know.
And they're like,
that's why they figured he's not like human.
No, I know that.
Well, I mean that, but like that's it's not like it's like a growth or anything. It's not whatever. Like there wasn't like a two up his butt, but like you know what I mean. Like
Yeah.
it's like, oh, you're not human. You need a belly button. Obviously, you need a belly button. That
Yeah,
makes sense.
exactly. Yeah, I'm totally
Yeah.
here for all of that. And I love so much that the promo is just him pulling up his shirt and like,
He's like,
basically just like pointing at his lack of belly button.
I don't know.
Well, I don't know where it went. You figure it out.
Where'd it go?
that's so nasty.
Spooky.
I'm Kyle. Where's my belly button? XY.
I feel like Kyle XY is like at best could have been a Supernatural episode or like not a full goddamn
Dude,
series.
that's so fair.
They should do that. Are they still going?
I don't know. We should
No.
Reboot X-Files just to get a season about Kyle XY.
for the next movie review.
Yeah.
Let's watch 5 episodes of Kyle XY.
Absolutely not.
One episode.
I will not watch that ever.
What's up? Who wants to look at robots through glass?
Me.
And see awesome dancey space times with Oscar Isaac.
Let's get down. Digital style. Just get an 8-bit version of our theme song.
My name's Austin Rapeza, and today we'll be doing another movie review, and we'll be reviewing the movie Ex Machina.
Beep, borp.
This will be our first A24 production movie that we'll be reviewing.
This is true.
Mm-hmm.
This is definitely my favorite A24 movie.
Yeah,
This was the first A24 movie that I ever saw.
It is
Same,
very
yeah.
top tier.
Yes.
And so that being said, I think it's going to get an official score of 50.
50.
Okay.
Certifiably toned
Mhm.
out of 60.
Yep.
My name is Maddie, and I think that Ex Machina is going to get a score of 49 out of 60.
Ooh.
And here's a synopsis, which I'm just going to read directly off of Google. Caleb Smith, a programmer at a huge internet company, wins a contest that enables him to spend a week at the private estate of Nathan Bateman, his firm's brilliant CEO. When he arrives, Caleb learns that he has been chosen to be the human component in a Turing test to determine the capabilities and consciousness of Ava, a beautiful robot. However, it soon becomes evident that Ava is far more self-aware and deceptive than either man imagined.
Fantastic.
And it came out in 2015, and it's directed by Alex Garland. I don't know what else he directed.
Swain, since Maddie and I Googled it, do you want to guess the Rotten Tomato score?
Oh,
Annihilation
shit.
and Men.
Oh.
I don't know. What's Men?
Men is the A24 movie. You've heard of it.
Yeah.
The one with the faces. Where it's the same guy.
I don't think I have.
Yes, you have.
You totally have.
Yes, you have.
My name is Austin Swain, and I am going to guess that this... Wait, what was your score guess?
49.
49. My name's Austin Swain, and I'm going to guess that this gets a total score of 52.
52. Okay. I respect that number.
I think that this movie was very well received. It's also my favorite movie from A24. I'm going to take a guess at the Rotten Tomatoes score.
Mm-hmm.
I think it has a 73% on Rotten Tomatoes.
That is incorrect.
Damn it.
Rotten Tomatoes actually gave it a pretty high score. It got a 92%.
That's what I was going to guess.
So I really lowballed that. I don't know why.
Let me ask you guys audience score.
I forget that this is a thing.
Yeah.
73.
98.
Probably 100.
Nope. Audience score is 86.
Oh, we split the difference.
Yeah.
Yep.
Damn. All right. And we'll see what score we give it today. How this is going to be working is we have 4 kind of overall categories that we'll discuss. We'll kind of talk about the cinematography, the visual language, and just kind of the artistry behind the design. Our second category is the characters, the kind of their writing and their portrayal, the casting, kind of their involvement in the story, which brings us to our third category, which is the story. You know, how well does it grab you? How believable is it? How invested do you get? Does it make sense? Is there the right payoff? And then finally, just overall watchability. Like beyond all of these super like douchey, pretentious ways to discuss a film, did you just like have a fun time watching it? Would you recommend it to people? And do you have a good time?
Hell yeah.
All of that coalesces into 15 points per category after we each give it a score out of 5 to a total of 60.
That was beautiful, Swain. You explained that so elegantly.
Holy shiny tray. Somebody hold me.
And now let's review Ex Machina.
Let's talk about just the visuals. I mean, this place is like a sci-fi underground laboratory.
Are we getting right into it?
I'm in. Let's do this.
So
Let's
we're
party.
talking about cinematography.
Yeah, suck money.
So we're gonna start in the category cinematography. Swain, let's hear your opinion. Let's. I want to hear. I want
to absorb.
absorb your knowledge.
Let's talk about a visual playground. I mean, we're in this underground laboratory, all like concrete walls and LEDs and glass panes. It's like set 5 or 6 years in the future. It's honestly probably set now, just to like some crazy fuck who's underneath a mountain that nobody knows about yet.
Yeah, very isolated.
Yeah, and he's like a billionaire.
Yeah, totally. And so I just like the look of it is so freaking cool. I love the way that it's portrayed and like lit and just the whole set and everything is awesome.
I will say I would love to live in a house like that. That'd be so choice.
Just at the base of a mountain, like in the forest.
Yeah.
Concrete box.
Take a chopper to get anywhere.
Totally. Just have enough money to be like, I want a pound of salmon right now.
Yeah.
Someone find me.
That's nuts.
Yep.
Oh my God.
Dream life. And Oscar Isaac is there, so it's perfect.
Exactly.
No, you would be Oscar Isaacs.
That's also good.
Just masturbate in the mirror all day.
Yeah. That might be better, actually.
Yeah. So, then I can feel
that I
myself.
can do whatever I want to him.
So I guess for my opinion for like the cinematography, It's amazing. It's incredible.
Mhm.
They did really well with it, not necessarily like limited space. There were definitely like a few areas, but like I don't know, just like each
Like
shot.
lack of detail.
Yeah.
Is that kind of what you mean?
Lack of detail. What do you mean by that?
Just like nothing is cluttered. Like everything is like
Yes.
so open.
Very
Simple.
Yes.
Yeah.
Simplistic, minimalistic.
Mhm.
Yes.
Everything was in its like proper place, and it just looked really nice.
But not like
Mhm.
too artistically either.
Yeah.
No,
Like,
just very clean cut.
yeah,
Yeah.
like not abstract, just simple.
Yeah. You could tell that like someone methodical lives there, which
Yes.
I really love.
Yes.
Like the fact that they were able to do that, you know?
It's actually a really interesting dichotomy of like he has a very clean surroundings, but he's always drunk and he's
Yeah.
always sweaty
Yeah.
and he's like always kind of like haphazard.
Yeah, dressed like a bum. too.
Dressed like a bum. I
Mhm.
mean, he's very put together in his mind, but his body is in shambles.
I don't know. He seems kind of fucked up in my opinion.
Yeah,
I mean,
he's
he-
kind of just crazy, I think.
Oh, immoral for sure.
Yeah.
But intelligent.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's like a mad scientist.
Yeah, 100%.
Agreed. So I guess in that regard, I would probably have to give like the cinematography like a 4. I really enjoyed it. I feel like every shot was composed really well. The attention to detail that they put into it, and just kind of I don't know, just like you feel this isolation that like that the characters are feeling. Although like it is like a very spacious and open area,
Yeah.
you know that they're in like the middle of like a jungle,
Yeah.
and like they're very limited on like what they can do and where they can go.
Yeah.
Mhm.
They really do the like single location proud.
Yeah.
Mhm.
They make it work visually.
Mhm.
What do you think, Maddie?
I also give it a 4 because of all of the reasons you guys have already said. I think it's just objectively beautiful. Like,
Yeah.
I think it's just, yeah, it's nothing crazy, but it's very elegantly done. And I think it's just very nice. It's very pleasing on the eyes.
Yeah.
Sway, I don't know if you actually said your score.
Yeah, you didn't say your score.
I didn't.
Can I hear
I was
your
just
score?
starting to, yeah.
Say your score.
Tell us. I agree with both of you. I am going to give it a 4.
4?
Give that a 12er.
What's next?
So let's talk
Story?
now about the characters.
Characters.
Dude, 2, 3, how many characters are there? There's basically 3.
Mm-hmm.
I think I don't even really need to give it much thought. I just know it's a 3.
There's 4. There's 4 characters, by the way.
Yeah. Kimiko? Is that her name?
Yeah. There's
Oh,
5
yeah.
characters. Also the chopper driver.
Fuck the chopper. He's not real. He's not a real character.
I think he's like he comes in every once a week, so he's kind of a real character.
Fair.
Yeah, but like main characters, it's basically 3.
Yeah, like
Yeah.
what the story's about.
Yeah. I think 3 because I think they're all interesting, but I don't think they're like super unique or like
Mhm.
that like they kind of fit into a group of other characters who also feel and act the same way that they do. But I think they work well together, so I'm not mad about it.
Mm-hmm.
But I think it's just kind of like an not overused, but a used trope. So I
Okay.
think it's a solid 3 right in the middle.
Okay.
That's
And I really have to sneeze.
Speaking of sneezing, we have now the official room tone handkerchief.
blow your load in us.
Hey!
You didn't like that?
No,
I like that.
My name's Load.
Blow me.
Sorry.
No, you're good. I really enjoy the fact that like we just have these like bare bones characters. I think that they're very interesting to watch. Like I feel a certain level of not really sure what they're going to do next from each of them. Like each of them are a little bit untrustworthy,
Yeah.
especially as the main character.
Caleb's the tester.
Okay, Caleb, the tester,
Nathan is the
Nathan, and Eve,
Ava.
not Wally. I feel like as he starts to like get involved with Ava, you're unsure of what he's going to do next, and so I feel like they're all interesting to be around in that sense. But I kind of agree with you, Maddie, that they all are kind of stereotypes of characters. And so they're not really that interesting on their own. I feel like they just tell an interesting story, if that makes sense. So I'm going to also go with a 3.
Interesting. So I'm actually going to disagree with both of you here.
Son of a bitch.
Because I feel like they are very compelling. Like, I don't know. I guess like when I was watching the movie and I saw Caleb's character kind of have this internal struggle with Nathan and like what is it ethically, you know, like is it ethical what he's doing? I mean, yeah, she is like a robot, but like she can feel, she can understand, and I feel like that's what like the film was trying to portray is like what really makes us human, what stands us apart is like that empathy.
Yeah.
And so I think they portrayed that really well, and I think because of that, I'm gonna give it a 4. I think it's really good.
Hell yeah. You know what? I hear that as you kind of went into it as far as like, you know, the conflicts that they face, I was feeling myself starting to be like, maybe you should put a couple of these points into story because yes, you can have, you know, these like a good story with these characters, but are they good characters? And the more you went on, I find myself definitely agreeing with you is that they do like they present these own ethical quandaries. On top of that, I would say that Ava by herself is an extremely interesting character. I mean, born of a different nature, but personified like so organically.
Yeah.
And, you know, spoilers if you're here for the movie review, but like the fact like her cold and calculated betrayal is so
impactful and it hurts us because we trusted her, you know, throughout the film. We were feeling for her and we were like, oh my god, no, Nathan's a monster, but like I mean like he's still a monster, but like but in reality though like she's also programmed to do that, you know, like that's the manipulation and like having that need to be outside and be out of the case, like to me like is wow, I felt that. Yeah. We were all in the simulation, man.
Yeah, I feel like you, along with Caleb, you fall in love with Ava. I think they do that really well.
And I feel like that's a lot to do with the characters and how they portray how everyone portrayed themselves.
I'm coming up to a 4.
Oh, ding 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 ding.
That brings us to a full
11
for characters. So let's talk about the story now. And we've kind of already dove right in. We've kind of dove right into story a little bit. And so let's continue.
Kind of like what I said before, I really do think that this is a story kind of asking this question, like what really separates us from an artificial like being. And I think that's like empathy. And I feel like we kind of dehumanize Oscar Isaac's character, Nathan, a little bit as the story continues, because we just see him as like this monster who's hurting this innocent character, you know? And then when the twist happened, when Caleb found out that Ava was actually just like manipulating him in order to get out, like to me, it was like, wow, that was a real twist. And that hurt.
Totally.
That hurt. I wanted them to leave. Not necessarily I wanted them to like be together or whatever, but like I wanted that expression of empathy to be fulfilled
100%, and
it technically was, but the empathy was taken away. Or now I'm like, you bitch. So I think for the story, I hate to do this, to keep giving it like straight cross, but I'm gonna give that a 4. I really enjoyed it.
That's valid.
I agree with that. I think that every time I watch it, I kind of forget what happens, and then when it happens, I'm like, oh my god, what a bitch. And I think that's a good feeling when you can watch something multiple times and still always have that reaction. So I think I agree, and I would also give it a 4.
Nice.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, this story is so engaging. I mean, just the idea like of a Turing test. The Turing test like asks the question, what's the difference between a computer and a human? And I feel like this film overall uses that and itself to ask the question, what does it mean to be human? And it's interesting. I feel like we see a lot of the characters like showing reasons for you to think that they're not human or that they are. And you're kind of left to make your own Turing test of like, who are these people is what it means to be human.
Yeah.
I feel like the person who ends up being the most human is Caleb.
Really? I think, yeah, that's true. That's fair.
Because he is, he's pure and he's intelligent and he's curious, but eventually he's flawed and he's like naive and like faithful, and he gets betrayed.
Can we ask the important question? Was Caleb simping for Ava?
I think there's...
I would say so.
I would say so.
Some pretty hard simps.
Yeah, I'd definitely say so. I think that's valid.
Yeah.
And I think that's a flaw.
And that's a human thing,
That's
man.
a human thing. 100%.
Who hasn't simped for somebody?
Yeah.
That's all good.
And honestly, I have to continue to give it points for like really doing the one, I'm going to call it like a one room film, like one place film. Like, I think we could take some fucking notes on how complicated of a story they tell in one house.
Yeah.
How many rooms do they use?
Probably like 4 or 5.
It's really well done. I'm gonna give it a 5.
Wow. Okay.
Wow.
I think it's a solid story. I think the story is its strongest aspect.
And I think that for an A24 film, it actually pays off.
Yes.
It actually like has a very good like beginning, middle, end, and feels satisfying to have finished it. I didn't feel like I was wanting anything more.
I will say that is the strict opinion of Maddie and does not reflect entirely on the Room Tone podcast.
And Austin Swain.
That is the opinion of Austin Swain and Maddie Fox.
Yep.
But does not highlight the full opinion of the Room Tone podcast.
Yes.
I love A24.
Yes.
I am a simp for A24.
Yes, exactly.
If we haven't noticed that yet.
And I think that A24 has some great movies. This one by far my favorite.
So I give it a 4.
I will say, just a really quick tangent. Morgan asked me like, so are you like super biased for A24? And this is the best way I can explain it. I'll watch any A24 movie. Like I'm confident in like what they can produce, but I'm also apart enough where like I can distinguish a good and bad A24 movie.
Yeah, that's so valid. Yeah. I see that.
But yeah, just to give my douchery a little bit of leeway.
Hey, we love you for your doucheries.
Thank you.
Thanks for the doucheries. Let's talk about watchability.
So the next category is watchability. Swain, let's hear your opinion on them.
Son of a bitch.
Actually, you know what? Hold on.
Yeah.
I feel like I'm constantly saying, Swain, let's hear your opinion.
Yeah.
Maddie, let's hear your opinion on it.
Yeah, fuck Swain.
Yeah. Can we? Do we
Maybe.
have time?
First, pause for... Oh, wait.
Based on the fact that I have only seen it twice, I guess I have to knock it a little bit. I feel like it's definitely one of those movies that after you see it, you don't need to see it again for a while.
Yeah. I feel like I said the same thing about Hot Rod.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Sort
More
of.
like I said I could watch it twice in a year.
In a year.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think less than that for me. I think maybe like once every like 3 years.
For Ex Machina?
Yeah. Because I just feel like you need to forget enough about it to like truly enjoy it
Yeah.
when you go back to it.
And it is truly minimalistic. So like
Yeah.
it makes sense that that's the case.
And it's like kind of boring, in like the scale of like how movies flow. Sometimes like it's just kind of like a slow moving story for a lot of it. So like
It's a slow burn, yeah.
Yeah.
So I'd give it a 3 for watchability.
Okay.
Solid. I genuinely agree with that. I mean, that's definitely how I think I've only seen it fully through 2 or 3 times. And yeah, it's like I really, really enjoy it while I'm there and it's beautiful. But yeah, it's long and it's kind of a slow burn. And here's the thing, we haven't even talked yet about like one of the best things that you can do for a slow burn downer is they put a fucking dance number in the middle. I mean, come on.
Is that a point for that?
Yeah, is that a point for
I'm
it,
feeling
I
a
guess?
point for watchability just from that. I mean, they took a moment to change the lighting and do a fucking choreograph in the middle of a thriller movie.
If you want to see Oscar Isaac shake his buns,
Yes.
just a little bit,
Yes.
go watch that scene. That's all you need to watch. That's the whole movie.
Yes.
That's fair. That's the most part.
Just Oscar Isaac dancing with his sex robot.
Yeah.
And tune in next week for the Room Tone Tone branded sex robot plush.
Ooh.
Oh, wow.
I'm excited.
But
It's a sex doll.
sex doll. But I genuinely would always recommend this movie.
Yeah.
And I think that also gains it a point for watchability. So I am going to give it a 4.
Okay. So I feel like if I'm in the sense of fairness, I forgot how great this movie was until we suggested what like this be our
Right.
film.
Yeah.
And I feel like there's been a little bit of reignition of interest.
Hell yeah.
And I almost want to give it a 4, but like since I haven't seen it in a minute and I just like rewatched it, I'm gonna have to say a 3 out of fairness because but I am gonna recommend it to like anybody and everybody because it is a great movie.
Hell yeah.
And it's compelling.
Hell yeah. Yeah, well put. Badass. So after all of that, I'm so curious to hear what it ends up with as a final tone.
Can I get a drum roll, please?
Ooh, robot drum roll. Beep, bop, beep, bop, boop,
The
bop.
final score is 46.
Damn. I was closest.
No, that's
Yeah.
lower than I expected.
That is lower than I expected. Yep.
I was pretty surprised.
What
with
did
the
you get?
52.
What did you guess?
49.
49.
Damn it.
Yeah.
Almost
You were
had
straight
it.
off. Yeah. Well, technically, Maddie would be the winner, I would say.
Fuck yeah.
Ding, ding, ding,
I
ding,
think
ding,
that's
ding,
my
ding.
first win.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And you know what? That's fair. I feel like it is kind of niche. I am going to
Agreed.
recommend it for everyone, but I will tell them it is like a slow burn. It is artsy, like for the most part.
Yeah,
It is
totally.
an A24 movie.
Yeah, there's no big robot battle at the end. It's not iRobot. It's a bit of an artsy movie about what makes us human.
Totally.
Yeah, it's a drama for
Yeah.
sure.
Totally. That mid-range tone score is like still totally recommendable.
Yeah.
Like that's still like something that we're gonna have on our shelves and that we're gonna like, oh yeah, you want to watch that for movie night? Fuck yeah, I'm in.
I have it on my shelf.
Yeah,
Currently right now, baby.
So do we, and
Yeah.
we don't have a big shelf.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Fuck you.
If you do have a recommendation, please let us know on our various social media pages. We're on Instagram and Facebook. Feel free to send us a DM or post on our wall. We'll be happy to hear you out.
You guys mind if I do a quick plug for a friend who's doing a cool project?
Yeah, sure.
If you're finding us for our movie reviews where we talked about A24's Ex Machina, guess what? We're making a short film of our own. Every other episode on this podcast is the creative process of making a short film with these three goonheads, with these 3 goons. So tune into the Room Tone podcast and let's make a movie.
Oh, they sound fun.
Yeah. That sounds like a treat.
But before then, pause for Room Tone.